Hello everyone, it's Spooky University time. Okay, so it's been a couple weeks since we last chatted, and our topic last week was either weight loss or weight gain. And my response to that is that I, since March of this year, have lost 65 pounds. Yay. And I'm continuing to keep on track to try to keep losing. I've got my goal is to lose 100, so I've got 35 to go. And I'm I've sort of plateaued at the 65, and I think it's, well, I don't think, I know it's because of Thanksgiving and Christmas and all that stuff. I've been a little bit lax. But I'm back on track and doing my thing. And you may wonder how I did it. And the answer is I did try a lot of different things. I tried, pills and just eating a certain, like, the grapefruit diet, stuff like that, or you just eat like a certain thing. None of that stuff really worked. So if you have seen any of my old videos, you probably saw me with probably a 2 liter of Dr. Pepper or Mountain Dew or something like that. And it took me a little while, but I finally realized that it was my biggest problem was carbs. So I cut way down in my carb intake. Basically the Atkins diet, but a little bit of my own spin on it. A friend of mine at work had told me about it. And so that's what I did. And so I totally stopped drinking regular soda, and which I miss it. I miss a lot of the stuff. Chips were definitely a weakness. Fries and stuff like that. And the trade-off though is worth it. Even though, like I said, I miss some of the stuff. There are a lot of good alternatives though. Like, for example, instead of having a normal like ice cream thing, I'll do whipped cream, a little bit of whipped cream or something. Or they have Carb Smart bars, which are, to me, just as good as a regular ice cream bar, but they have a lot less carbs in them. And of course, controlling your amount of food that you eat is always a good idea. Because I would just eat until I was miserable every time, and that's definitely not good for you. I have been going to the doctor regularly, and she's checked my cholesterol and blood pressure and all that stuff. And I had high blood pressure already, so it's actually, a lot of the things have gotten a lot better since I started doing this. Which makes sense, right? Let's see what else. Oh, also, I had really bad thyroid issues. My thyroid numbers were high, which meant it was slow, so that impacted my weight gain too. So I am on thyroid medicine, and that's finally leveled out. And I now also I take vitamins and stuff, and fish oil and things like that for um, to keep everything else healthy, because when you cut out a lot of certain foods like bread and stuff like that, you're cutting out some of the nutrition that you get from that. So this has sort of turned into a lecture. It's all right. Anyway, so yes, weight loss slash gain was a topic near and dear to me, especially lately, and that's why you didn't see me for 2 years, because honestly, I didn't feel comfortable in my own skin, and I didn't want to get on here and show my face. So I'm still working on it, and I know I've got a lot to lose, which I'm, now I feel better. My knees don't hurt, my feet don't hurt. I have a lot more energy. All the cliche things that you say when you lose weight. But I think the key is, like I said, I had tried a lot of things, and I finally found the thing that worked. So the key is to find the thing that works for you. Um, Also, exercise. Let's talk about exercise just for a second. I know that's not part of our topic, but well, I guess it is in a way. But I lost 65 pounds, and I didn't really do any more exercise than normal. I try to like move more and do more stuff, um, but I did not go out of my way to have an exercise routine or whatever. And I talked to my doctor about that too, and she said, because my thought was I probably would have lost a lot more had I been exercising too. And she said not necessarily, because of course, if when you're exercising, you're building muscle, and muscle weighs more than fat, and blah blah blah. So, but still, it's good for me to exercise. So I got an elliptical machine. I'm pointing behind me because it's behind me, can't see it. For Christmas, and I was so excited. So I'm looking for. Well, I've actually started using it already, and I think just for my heart and stuff like that, I think it'll help me there. And then, of course, I've been doing a lot of reading about when the best time to exercise is, and they say it's up to you, whatever time, as long as you're doing it. And then how long you should do it, and they say 30 minutes a day is probably the best. Okay, so that's 6 minutes worth of me talking about that. I could go on and on, but I won't. I'm gonna get out the cup, and we're gonna get a new topic. Hope everybody had a great holiday. Um, it was definitely interesting for me. It was fun. Alright, here we go. What could it be? It's the one. It's the one that I picked before. What the hell? We'll do it. After I bust myself in the face. Here we go again. The G-spot. Facts or fiction? Is it a real thing or not? Don't feel like you have to respond to this if you don't want to. It's up to you. Another thing I wanted to point out real quick before our 10 minutes are up is I had somebody comment that they were wanting to do another topic, a previous topic, and that they ran out of time. Please don't feel like you've run out of time with it. You guys can respond to any topic at any time that you want to. Anytime. This is about you. So you do what you need to do. And I understand, obviously, people's lives are busy and things happen and you have to change around your schedule, and YouTube isn't always your priority, nor should it be. Especially for this craziness. But anyway, the G-spot. Is it fact or is it fiction? This topic brought to you by one of my friends. I did not put this one in the cup. Okay, well, have fun with that. I'm gonna put the questions to ponder, whatever they may be, in the description area. Please feel free to use those to guide your answer. I say guide to help you come up with an answer, or do your own thing. And there may not be very many questions for this one. I'm not sure really what to ask. We'll see, though. I sometimes come up with stuff. What else? We'll definitely have a very happy new year. That's coming here shortly. We'll definitely have a topic next week. I'm thinking about a out of the not in the cup topic. We'll see, though. All right, so talk to you really soon. Thanks for watching. Thanks for my new subscribers. Welcome. And have a great week. Okay, bye.